Today is a very serious topic for serious individuals, and as such, I request your undivided attention. See, I've been learning more and more about YouTube from esteemed members of the platform, and I've had a realization. You see, YouTube very much seems exactly like real life, where you gotta pick one thing that defines you for the rest of your life and then do it until you die. Just like in real life, where you're expected to pick one thing at the ripe age of 18 and then do it until you fall over, despite having really zero practical experience of the world and not completely understanding the weight of any decisions you make that early. YouTube is a lot like that. If you want to succeed, you pick one thing, you do it forever, and then you die. Easy. Well, at least according to the people who see YouTube as a machine to be exploited and polluted with the content equivalent of toxic waste, and not a creative bazaar for individuals to share their passions, interest, and general creative exploration. But that second one sounds pretty fucking gay. So I'm setting myself and this channel straight. At least as straight as it can be. There's going to be no more exploring my creative vision like a shit ass. I'm going to be doing YouTube right from now on. I'm going to be exploiting my viewers by giving them content garbage. Exactly like I should be doing. What that content garbage will be yet? I don't know. That's what we're here for. It's time to put on my big boy pants and get those big boy bucks. Now, with all that being said, I've clearly been doing this wrong so far. I can't just go messing around with whatever pops into my head. I gotta have a niche. I gotta have a thing. I gotta buckle down and settle into a thing so I can build a consistent viewership who just wants the same thing every single time that I can exploit and sell garbage to. I mean that. I shouldn't be having fun. I should be grinding. I should be optimizing. I should be looking at the most lucrative potential niches that I can get into for the least amount of effort. Making videos on things that I just find interesting to develop a following that way, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. I guess except for people like Folding Ideas, Lindsay Ellis, and Ro Ramden, and Super Eye Patch Wolf, and Jacob Geller, Internet Historian, and Naked Jakey. And alright, so let's see what kind of money moves I can make here. Both potential untapped niches that these geniuses haven't found yet, and also potential jumping off points that I've already started from. The first obvious jumping off point here seems to be finance. It doesn't matter that I don't really know how money works. I just need a lot of it. See, finance YouTube, passive income YouTube, sad people defined by money YouTube, whatever you really want to call it, is filled with plenty of great ideas that I really feel like I could work with. For example, use AI to pollute the internet with slop. So many. Everyone is just saying the same thing. Make faceless channels, use AI, blah, blah, blah. Seems like a cakewalk, honestly. Shout out to this particularly ingenious person who is advocating showing children complete garbage to make a buck. That's truly inspiring to me. And making the content itself, so easy. I just put a big number in the thumbnail and I recycle the exact same advice that literally everyone else is saying. It's like the YouTube equivalent of passing your mom around on a Friday night. And then I just ride those waves created from helping other people pollute other people's internet experience, which honestly my advice is probably just a scam and won't actually work anyways, but I'm probably gonna make a buck, so who really cares, you know? Fuck them kids. Now, if I really want to go the extra mile for these videos, I'll just make my own horde of faceless channels that I will show in my videos as great examples of faceless channels to use that are literally just advertising my own work without disclosing it. Like what this guy's doing. Actually though, I bet literally anything that the channels that this guy shows in his videos are his. He's just not telling people. I think that's so funny. I mean, already, I'm just in the first example here, and I'm already just like, I can't believe I want to do this whole YouTube thing as a means of creative and personal exploration. insanity. And the best part is I can just keep following this advice as I get bigger and then just go on Upwork and outsource this dumb little baby work that I'm being forced to do to ruin people's lives and just have someone else do it for pennies on the dollar that I'm making. Oh my, genius for reals. Right off the bat, option one is looking amazing. Amazing. The exact kind of low effort garbage I'm looking to pump out to make a buck. But we got to be thorough here. So let's take a look at what else we might be able to do. Now, speaking of low effort content, React content seems like the next best option for me. I could have sworn I drew a picture of a heart with mine and XQC's initials in it. Weird. I got a face, I got a camera, I got low moral boundaries. Seems like an easy dub. I've already kind of done some proto-reacts. I'm copywriting that term, by the way, in the form of the book reviews I kind of did, but I really put in way too much effort into those with my attempted thoughtful scripts and still kind of cringe yet admirable editing. You know, I really should have just sat there and like summarized the whole thing, or even better, just sat there and stared at the book and said nothing. That could be a whole new genre of book review. Hello and welcome to my review. Hello and welcome to my react of A Fire Upon the Deep by Werner Vinge. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this react of A Fire Upon the Deep by Werner Vinge. Please like and... Now, the problem with this money move is that I have ADHD. Sitting there and staring at one thing for an extended amount of time is problematic for me. However, it does seem like, considering how streamers do it, that won't necessarily be a problem, because I could just, I don't know, walk away like XQC did and still get hundreds of thousands of views on something. Maybe I just need a bigger audience first, like XQC, before I go down that route, because, you know, just in case enough people complain about it, then it just funnels more traffic into my content anyways, and it's overall a net gain. Big brain. Big brain. Ultimately, let's just pocket it as a second channel idea down the road. But speaking of streaming, parasocial stream clip channels, big money, very easy. I mean, what's easier than just literally stealing other people's content and just uploading it onto your channel? And let's be honest here, even if I do find most streams unbearably boring and I can feel my brain actively shrinking watching them, it doesn't matter, because ultimately, once I get enough of a workflow going, I can just pay someone else to do it. Pay someone else to steal other people's content to upload onto my channel that I can then monetize. Goddamn, my brain's getting bigger every single day. And speaking of big brains, alright, this woke misogyny stuff might be my first real option outside of the whole finance thing. It's incredibly low effort, it's so fast to make, and best of all, there's always new woke stuff to talk about, so the content is endless. If you got a silver tongue or a damaged brain, anything can be woke. But the best part of all is it really seems like people love repeat topics. I mean, just look at this guy's channel. 6 out of his 8 last videos are literally just complaining about the new Spider-Man game. So easy. It's truly the lowest of low effort of content, and it is outstanding. I mean, he just slaps some unedited gameplay with a few woke memes and images over it and then puts an unscripted ramble over the footage.
It's killing me, man. Games have become so HRT positive that in a sea of people adhering to an extremely strict dress code, it was easy to find an exception. It's easier to find someone in a wheelchair than it is to find a girl wearing a girly thing. Cute girls being cute and doing cute and funny things.
This is outrageous. How are we supposed to jerk off to video game characters in wheelchairs? And mind you, this isn't just for gaming. Woke topics can be anything. As long as I can find new and creative ways to talk about how women and brown people are bad, content is endless. And even better, because I'm one of them queers, I can come off and pander as one of the good ones. I'm a Blair White or a Candace Owens in the making, baby. But I gotta remember, it's all about consistency here. So maybe the true answer for where this channel goes lies in my first real tidbit of success, which tangentially falls adjacent to this. So the first video I made that got some traction was about me complaining about a children's card game. So maybe it makes sense to ride that wave and see just how far I could go. Because I see it, gaming falls into two categories: light side gaming, dark side gaming. A lot of that stuff I just talked about earlier, all the woke misogyny stuff, that is dark side gaming. Light side gaming is much more stuff like let's plays, video essays, in-depth economic and ethical critiques of real-world behavioral and psychological problems and methods used to sell digital pixels aimed at children through complex and unnecessarily convoluted in-game economic systems. Or in other words, woke trash. All right, seems like we have some solid options here, but let's take one last look down memory lane, and see if maybe perhaps the true option to my great YouTube success falls with where I began. Now, the polar opposite of gaming is obviously books. I started with books. Maybe it's about time we come full circle here. Now let's see here. According to what the algorithm and Booktube are showing me, in order to succeed, I need to be a few very specific things. I have to be a young, conventionally attractive white woman, or white passing. I'm just going off of what I see. With an aptitude for interior design and a taste in books that seems to be a mix of classics and TikTok core. Or be Jack Edwards. The problem is I'm not a lot of those things, but I'm not going to tell you which ones. And ultimately, I think that means me getting big on Booktube is pretty unlikely, and I will not settle. I do not want to be a smaller yet very high quality channel on a specific subgenre like some of these wonderful people. Disgusting. Side note, Juan, who runs the Plagued by Vision YouTube channel, is currently raising awareness for his home county being essentially imperialized by the lithium and gold mining business. They are buying and taking land away from the residents, which is not only displacing people, but potentially endangering wildlife purely to make money. He's trying to raise support for this. Please go check out his channel, and if there's anything people can do to help, please help him. Oh yeah, and also I can't read, so this Booktube thing probably not going to work out. Some miscellaneous others that I'm throwing around here is alpha male channel, non-binary, so like funny white guy. Niche is kind of taken. Also, I'm only 2 or 3 out of those things. Lifestyle girly and hot person doing stuff channel. Same base problem as alpha male. Also, I probably need a lifestyle that's less sit at a computer for 16 hours a day and more doing things while being hot. And I mean, look at me. Like, that would be far too easy. And I couldn't bring myself to put these poor girls out of business, I'm just too kind-hearted. Money person, obviously a subgenre of hot person doing hot thing. Consider that an aspirational goal. Wizard channel. Minimalism, a money person or finance subgenre, which I can't do because I own more than 5 things, unfortunately. work or tech guy. I could milk my past experience in the tech world, but if I'm going to make content that's going to actively ruin the quality of the platform that I'm on, then I'd really rather just go all in. Drama channel, even I have too much self-respect for that. I really feel like we got some solid options here, honestly. New and returning members of the channel, what do you think? Chip in here. Comment down below what kind of content slop you want me to shove down your throat purely so I can make ad money off of you. Please, my little dollar signs, I am a generous God. I am giving you the opportunity to decide your own future, depending on if I listen to you or not. I'll also make a poll people can vote on, and whatever wins, I'll make the very first video honoring the new direction that this channel is going to take for the better. You know, it's very relieving. Feels like this weight has been lifted off my shoulders. God, just these last handful of months have really been a lot, you know, like working through all these ideas and these scripts, working on my editing techniques and random videography stuff. Like, I mean, it just takes so many hours to make something that feels like an authentic exploration of myself and how I might want to show that to people. And God forbid I have to fucking do that anymore. I'm not a fucking shit ass. I mean, why would I try to make something on a topic that I'm genuinely interested in when I could just rip other people's content, slap a voiceover over it, and make so much more money? Side note, this guy's faceless channel, money vid thingy, whatever, directly advocates and teaches you how to rip content from other people's videos in small amounts in order to not flag the content system. It's fabulous.
4K Downloader is a free application that's used to download YouTube videos, and it's with these YouTube videos where I get a lot of my video footage. Now, to avoid copyright issues, I'll need to transform the content. So to do this, I'll make sure every clip I use is like 5 seconds or less.
And also, man, I can't believe I just wanted to work on one channel. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Now I can very easily have so many channels without my face, without my voice, and with all these amazing new techniques and business methods I can use to just use AI and just outsource all of this garbage that I'm going to be just flooding the proverbial stream with. Oh my God, this is truly what I've been missing. I've been watching YouTube for probably half my life. I've watched the platform slowly devolve into what I thought was an advertising hell, particularly the last 3 to 5 years. It's felt like that devolution has really kind of turbocharged in a way. Just kind of feeling like this platform is more and more a series of business mechanisms and data sets to be kind of operated and figured out to achieve maximum exploitation in terms of whatever monetary system you want to utilize. But it turns out I'm just a fucking dumbass. This is obviously how it's meant to be, right? I mean, if people are making lots of money, definitely real, lots of real money that's real, for sure it's real, it's obviously correct. And if it's correct, I am but a slave to the rules of operation. I would not dare extend myself beyond the reaches that the great algorithm wants me to go. Who am I to claim God, to claim omniscience? I am but a mortal, walking within this realm, grateful to exist at all. And that's why I'm going to exploit the shit out of you fucks. Subscribe for more garbage.